Hey guys, Troy Dooley, MLM Help Desk. We are cranking it out. Sun shining. First time in 24 hours. It's been wild. But here's what we've got going. Numis Network Part 4 Compensation Plan. Now, listen, right up front, I'm not a guru at compensation plans. Okay, I love network marketing. It's a passion. I love the distributors. I know what I like in a compensation plan, and you know what? I have never joined a company because of the compensation plan. And when people come for advice and consulting and coaching, I tell them that's the last thing you need to look at. So that's why it's Part 4. Now, what I do is I go to guys like Rod Cook. Rod wrote a great book on compensation plans. You can go to MLMconsultant.com, pick that book up. Lynn Clement over at Market Wave Inc., phenomenal. This boy was a software guru, so he knows this stuff, the algorithms and all that. I call him up if I've got a question. I read his reviews on companies. That's the key. You know, when I want to know more about network marketing, I didn't make this stuff up. I go to guys like William Arnold. I go to guys like Tony Rush. You know, guys that know their stuff. And I'll pick their brain. I'll read what they wrote. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. You know, that's the thing that people don't really realize. So when you listen to what I'm saying, listen, this is from Troy's perspective. If I was looking at Numis Network, what would I do? Well, I'll tell you what I do. I did exactly what I did. I went over to Numis Network / and I went to Duke Kevorkian's site. That's Jake's brother. I wanted to go to somebody's site that wouldn't be hounding me to join the company and all that good stuff. And I like the Kevorkian brothers. They're good guys. Duke was an old PFS guy, so we had some stuff in common. I start going through the site and say, could I do this? And, you know, I love to collect knives. I love to collect some Indian artifacts. I love to collect rocks. Is this something that I could collect? So I started looking through it. I liked everything. We did the first 3 videos. Now it's the compensation plan part. What do I look for when I'm looking at compensation plans? Well, how fast can I earn that auto ship back? That's my first question. In this case here, we have a $100 Fast Start Collector's bonus. If somebody decides they want to do Numis Network and they want to give it all as a business, not as a part-time business, not as a hobby, but they want to go full bore. They've got a plan of action. They've got a board of directors they're putting together. They've got that business plan, and they're planning on cranking this thing out to 12 to 24 months. They're ready to rock this thing forward. When that happens right there, what we end up doing is we look at that and we say, okay, how fast can I make that auto ship back? Well, in this case here, if I sold a Fast Start Collector's Kit on a retail sale, I make a $100 bonus. If I sell part of the Fast Start Success System to a distributor and they come in at that top $495 level, I make the same $100 bonus. So if I was to attract one customer or one distributor a month, I've got my auto ship covered. Okay, that's going to make mama happy. Now we're breaking even a little bit. Still going to have some business expenses, but you know, as long as I'm cool, I might be able to write them off on my taxes anyway, but we'll slowly go up. Plus, we're going to Part 2, which is retail commissions. Well, if I know that I've got a website, which in this case that you come in at the top level, then you automatically get some marketing sites that you're paying like $9.95 a month for. I can go out there and market retail. Now that was big because this means I could go to the Kiwanis, I can go to the American Legion, I can go to some other fraternities and social sites, groups that I'm with locally, and market this. This would be a good way for them to generate income. I can also go put up some ads. See, this was the other thing I wanted to look at from a retail commission side. Well, where would I put up marketing? If I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do this online, what would I do? Well, I'd go buy some banner space, and I'd be over at Rob Report, I'd be at Barrett Jackson, I'd be at the DuPont Registry, I'd be at some high-end places like that, where I'd be out there cranking out and finding some good quality retail sales. So I said, okay, I like that. Then we get into the binary. Now, look, I've never worried about long-term. I know that if I bust my butt and I work, eventually my income, my long-term residual income from building my organization, making my personal sales, that's all going to start flowing. Okay, so that was good. Now, with a binary, you got to watch what you're doing. You got to know a little bit. You got to have an upline or a good company training, which they've got some good videos on their compensation plan. We're putting them in this post. You can look at those. So that made some good sense to me. I thought, okay, this is workable, and when I got in it, here's what really excited me. On the binary, they've got max payouts. So on the daily payout, they have it to where it's capped. They've got it capped for a weekly payout and monthly payout. These guys are good. You got to remember, Ian and Chris have a software company that they founded, almost a decade ago, I believe it is. And so they know the algorithms, their software works, and they've signed an agreement with Numis to bring that in. That was powerful. Then we got down here to the enroller matching bonuses. They pay that on 3 generations, so that was cool. Okay, if the team's growing, I got some power player down here, and they just keep bringing people in. I'm bringing people in. This could be very good. It goes 3 generations on my enroll tree. That's cool. I liked that. Well, then we got on down here, and this is where it gets really funky, okay, because this is a hybrid compensation plan. Now we get to the eligible for coded matching bonuses. Now, you get into all this stuff, that's a Rod Cook, that's a Lynn Clement. Those are the guys to ask all these questions. Watch the videos from Numis Network on this. But guys, here's what this means. There's a variety of ways of making money underneath. If you're out there building your business, here's how I build this. Duke and I had this conversation. I aim for the opportunity. If you start with the opportunity, you can miss with a sale. That's how I build this business. I would be looking for guys that are already collectors. Guys that have been collecting part-time, collecting as a hobby, and now they want to see how they can make this into a business. I'd be looking for people that understand the value of collecting. Because, see, Lynn Clements and I had a talk. And we're sitting there hashing this thing out because, man, we've come at this from a variety of angles. And I said, Lynn, I don't know if these guys are going to do this. And I don't. I have not talked to the guys about this. I said, but here's what I see. Right now we look at this as the MLM coin collecting company. I think in the near future, this is going to be the MLM collecting company. See, I could actually look at this and say, you know what, coins are cool, but in the future, I could actually see comic books. Because anything that's got a numismatic grading system and comic books, stamps, knives, baseball cards, this could be one of the coolest. Now, I don't know if they're going to do this. If the guys do this, I may ask them to buy me some dinner the next time I'm down in Tampa, but I'm telling you, this here has really got an interesting flair to it because I could see where this could morph into more than just coins. It could be one wild collecting company out there. Now, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to do that. But when I looked through all the coding, when I looked at the company-wide bonuses, when I looked at the BMW program, which they didn't send me one of those. They just sent me coins. The compensation plan in and of itself is pretty powerful. It's different. It's based on collectible instead of consumable. It gives you everything that you would need to build your business. You've got quick upfront money. You've got long-term residual income money. You've got retail sales money. Everything that you want is there. And that's what you've got to look at. I want you to watch the videos, though. I cannot do justice to the Numis Network compensation plan. But it was number 4 in what I look at. I look at leadership. What's the passion behind these guys that are launching this company? I wanted to know that. I wanted to look at the regulatory side of this because this is a collectible. Borderlines with all kinds of investing and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to know, where do you guys stand? What are you doing on compliance issues? Not only do they care, they brought in an attorney just to handle compliance. I looked at the product. Is the product something that people will want or need? In this case, I think it's both right now, and that's partially due to the economy, but I definitely know that it's a want. I know how passionate I am about Eagle knives, so I know how passionate people get on coins. And then number 4 was the compensation. I wanted to look at that. Guys, this is a powerful and interesting company. If you're interested in something outside of health and nutrition, outside of energy, outside of the wireless side of things, outside of insurance and mutual funds, Numis Network's a category creator. You might want to take a peek at it and see. We've got a couple other little companies that are kind of hybrids. They've got some coin collecting. We're going to be doing some reviews on them in the upcoming weeks. So watch this, but definitely Numis is focused on collecting. They're a one-of-a-kind company in network marketing right now, and it's going to be interesting to watch. Watch for part 5 on the Numis Network, where we do just a combination. We give an overview. It won't be long, maybe 10 minutes, but it's going to give you everything that we've done in the 4 videos. That way you'll actually have a short clip if you want to show somebody. Folks, live life like it's an epic adventure. We'll see you at the top.